London, the city of crown jewels, secret gardens, and stone palaces that whisper with centuries of power. But beyond Buckingham Palace, behind the regal facades of Belgravia and Mayfair, lies a world even older than the monarchy itself. A domain of wealth and exclusivity, quietly ruled not by kings or queens, but by a dynasty whose grip on the most coveted land in the city runs deeper than royal blood. They are not the Windsors. They don't wave from balconies or command the nation's anthem, but their name is etched into the very stones of London. Grosvenor, a family whose surname isn't just on the deeds of properties, it's on entire neighborhoods. Their portfolio isn't a collection, it's an empire. And for over 300 years, it has defined what it means to live in London luxury. Imagine waking to the sound of silence in the heart of a city that never sleeps. Opening your window to overlook garden squares that only a select few have the keys to. Streets lined with white-stucco mansions and columned townhouses, guarded not by gates, but by prestige. This is the Grosvenor way. It all centers around one thing: land. While others buy buildings, the Grosvenors own the ground beneath them. Belgravia, Mayfair, and the exclusive corners of Knightsbridge, every cobblestone, every tree-lined square, every prime postcode you could only dream of, belong, at their root, to them. But this isn't about property. This is about legacy. The Grosvenors don't just invest in luxury. They create it. They define it. And then they sell the dream to billionaires, aristocrats, global tycoons, and old money dynasties who come from across the world, looking not just for a home, but for a statement. Because a Grosvenor address isn't a location, it's a status symbol. It's the final line in a billionaire's portfolio, the one that says, "I've arrived." At the heart of it all stands the current Duke of Westminster, Hugh Grosvenor. Young, impossibly private, and one of the wealthiest men in Britain. His net worth hovers around $13 billion. But unlike most billionaires, he didn't make his fortune. He inherited a kingdom, one that dates back to the 17th century, when the family first acquired land that would eventually transform into some of the most valuable urban property in the world. But this isn't about a history lesson. This is about today, and how the Grosvenor estate doesn't just rest on its laurels. It reinvents the concept of urban luxury again and again for those who expect perfection at every level. In Mayfair, Grosvenor properties stand like sentinels of another world. Think Georgian townhouses with wine cellars older than the countries of their owners. Think modern penthouses wrapped in hand-cut Italian marble and private elevators that open directly into silk-paneled foyers. Art isn't decoration here, it's part of the architecture. And security, discreet, omnipresent, and absolute. Because discretion is not a courtesy, it's a requirement. Walk through Belgravia and you'll see something different. Rows of perfectly manicured white facades, uniform and timeless. The kind of place where time slows down, where even the air feels curated. Here, Grosvenor owns not just homes, but atmospheres. The private gardens are lush and locked. The homes are dressed not in extravagance, but in restraint, the kind only true wealth understands. Think limestone fireplaces, hand-stitched silk wall coverings, and crystal chandeliers from French ateliers. Think less flash, more heritage. The scent of Belgravia isn't exhaust or concrete. It's lavender hedges, rose gardens, vintage cologne, and freshly waxed wood floors. A quiet sensory orchestra that plays only for those who can afford its front row seat. Each door here holds a world. Libraries lined in walnut, dining rooms with ceilings that echo history, and salons where global deals are signed over aged cognac and soft jazz. These are not homes. These are sanctuaries for the few who know what real money sounds like when it's silent. But Grosvenor doesn't only cater to the old world elite. They've mastered the language of modern luxury, where sustainability, innovation, and indulgence coexist with effortless grace. This is not about loud statements or tech for show. It's about invisible sophistication. Solar energy quietly powers homes beneath slate rooftops centuries old. Advanced air purification systems hum silently behind hand-carved paneling. Carbon-neutral townhouses stand with Regency-era charm, blending classic proportions with cutting-edge engineering. There's no compromise, only balance. Smart home automation works in tandem with artisan craftsmanship. Eco-conscious design doesn't replace elegance, it enhances it. Grosvenor's vision is clear. The future of luxury is clean, quiet, intelligent, and absolutely seamless. They don't just preserve tradition, they elevate it, proving that the most exclusive properties in the world can also be the most forward-thinking. It's the past, future, and opulence living in perfect, uninterrupted harmony. And while the properties remain priceless, they are rarely for sale. Many are leased under agreements that span generations. The Grosvenor family doesn't flip. They curate. Tenants are handpicked. Buyers are vetted with the care of a royal engagement. You don't just buy Grosvenor, you are chosen by it. Because what they offer isn't just square footage, it's belonging to the highest echelon of urban society. This private world extends far beyond London. The Grosvenor Group has holdings in over 60 cities globally, from San Francisco to Shanghai. But London remains the crown jewel, and the Grosvenors its custodians. Their vision isn't just to own, it's to shape the city's identity, quietly, from behind the scenes. Every new development is a symphony of artisanship and vision. Interiors commissioned from global design houses, exteriors restored by the country's best heritage architects, and landscapes crafted by specialists who know every blade of grass must look as though it grew there naturally, even if it was flown in from Tuscany. To the Grosvenors, luxury is not defined by what's visible. It's in the silence of triple-glazed windows that mute a city's chaos, in the flawless finish of walls where no seams show, in the fragrance of a hallway lit by antique Murano glass where the scent of leather-bound libraries still lingers. It's a lifestyle so refined, so complete, that it resists description. It must be lived to be understood. They've mastered the art of timelessness. Trends rise and fall, markets crash and recover, and tech disrupts everything, but Mayfair and Belgravia remain untouched, constant, because the Grosvenors don't follow the market. They are the market. They set the tone of value by preserving the sacred geometry of exclusivity. Even in a world where new luxury towers rise in Dubai and New York, the appeal of Grosvenor London is unmatched. No other address offers such deep-rooted prestige. No other property brand carries the same unspoken weight. The Grosvenor name is quiet power, the kind that doesn't need headlines, because true luxury doesn't shout, it whispers. And in that whisper, you'll hear the rustle of antique silk, the soft click of a mahogany door, and the creak of old floors under new fortunes. You'll hear the legacy of a family who never needed to be royal, because they own the kingdom others dream of. Not the royals, but they own the crown jewels. The Grosvenors, London's silent sovereigns of luxury.